Hey, what's up, YouTube? Al back once again. Thanks for stopping by the channel this morning. Of course, I do appreciate that. I do have another tri-spinner to review today. This one is an Amazon tri-spinner. It is put out by Ebeet, and they have the name right there in the middle of the cap. It's an Ebeet. It is a very, very light aluminum anodized or painted. I'm guessing it may be painted. I haven't had any chip off of it or anything yet, but it is an aluminum tri-spinner with an R188 bearing inside of it. It is a pressed fit bearing, so you cannot remove it without the use of some tools or something to take it out. It's great for swapping buttons out. I got a few sets of buttons that I can use on this spinner that I like using on this spinner. And I can show you some of those as well once we get it down to the tabletop, and where we will break it down. We'll go over it. I'll give you my thoughts on it. And without any further ado, let's head down there right now and do that. All right, up close and personal time with the Ebeet aluminum U-13 style tri-spinner. It is comes to you in a nice little tin where you can store it in if you need to. I have a different kind of a storage system that one of these days I'll actually do a video on. This is a U-13 style tri-spinner. You've probably seen it in a lot of other videos. Kind of a basic 3-arm design. This one here is very, very light. It has a nice R188 bearing in it. I want to show you that. And on mine, I'm showing you now how it actually comes. I don't use these caps on it, or these buttons. I have a different set of buttons that I like to use with this spinner. They are from my Infinity Spinner Vortex i7 spinner. I use those buttons on it because they sit a little bit more flush. It's a little bit easier to deal with. But anyway, here is the stainless steel R188 bearing. It is press fit, which is not the end of the world, but you can't upgrade it unless you find a way to pull that out or have it or force it out through the back. Don't know really why you would want to. It is a very, it's a nice bearing anyway. It spins really well. I haven't had any issues with it. This is not my everyday carry kind of spinner. A little bit too light for me, but I'll get to the dimensions on this and the specs on it a little bit later. But just to show you, it is, it's a nice spinner. It's nothing that's gonna, knock your socks off or anything like that. It's just gonna, it's cheap. It's, you can get it for, I don't know, 18 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. It's not super expensive. Spins good. It does have that kind of aluminum kind of hum to it. I'm going to put it up to the mic and let you hear it. Get a nice spin. All right, not obnoxiously loud, but just loud enough. It sounds pretty good. Having that a little bit of audio feedback is always a good thing. So yeah, it's just your basic tri-spinner with the U-13 design, which is very, very popular. It's light. It fidgets very well, as you can see. Like I said, I don't use it every day, but I saw it. I liked it. I figured I better review it just in case someone is looking for a nice stealthy black lightweight spinner. They did a really good job as far as the anodizing on this. If it is anodized or painted, I do not know. I don't have any chips or any kind of blemishes on it, so I guess it's kind of hard to tell whether or not it's anodized or whether it's painted. Either way, they did a very good job on it. And as does most spinners, they look really cool when they're out there in the sun and they're warping. So let's take her out there real quick, and we will get a quick warp video on it. So stand by for that, and we'll do that right now. All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I was going to say that with this being as light as it is, it doesn't have the greatest of spin times. Of course, there's a running spin time video up in the corner there. Not the greatest of spin times, but I guess what you lack in spin time, you make up in smoothness, because it is a very smooth spinning spinner. So you do have that. Real quick, the size on this is pretty much a standard size that all U-13 style spinners are. And I will get you a nice size on that right now, at least an accurate one. It's about 2 1/3 or 2.4, almost 2.5 inches, just shy of 2.5 inches. The thickness of it, including the buttons, but this is not going to be real accurate because I use that other set of buttons, is a 1/2 inch, which is kind of standard. And the weight on this thing, like I said, it is quite light. So let's go ahead and put it on the scale, and we'll see just how light it is. All right, we're going to start off, and we're going to go with grams first. Grams, it's weighing in at 28.5 grams. So you can see there's hardly any weight to it whatsoever. That translates that into ounces real quick, and that will translate to 1 ounce on the nose. So it is nice and light, nice and stealthy, nice and smooth, as well as nice and quiet. Overall assessment of this, it's a nice spinner. There are better ones out there. Spins smooth. If you don't mind not being able to pull the bearing out of it and upgrade it, then it would just make a great spinner. Other than that, nice and light. If you like ones that aren't too heavy, this is about as light as you're going to find. So my overall assessment is, sure, for the price, why not? Not a bad little spinner for, you know, $12-15 on Amazon, which I will leave a link down below so you can go out there and pick it up if you'd like. And also, if you'd hit that hit the like button down below for me, I would appreciate that. Be sure to look up in the upper right-hand corner. There'll be a link to one of my other videos. And, of course, on the left-hand corner, there will be a subscribe button. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me a little bit today. I do appreciate it. Have yourself a great day. Stay calm. Spin on. Peace.